Alright, hello to all my guys, gals, and non-binary pals out there across the electrical ocean. This is Jazzman, and we are back with a game between Elvesrule, playing a split between Savage Tundra and Forglar Swamp here, and Hermaios playing full faction Forglar Swamp. So this is going to be the third game I upload of the new patch, and sorry, do my eyes deceive me? Is that a Dreadwing by Elvesrule? Hold on. Let me clean my glasses. Make sure this is actually a legit thing we're seeing. Okay. Yep. He is indeed running a Dreadwing. I've confirmed it myself with both of these eyes here, and Songmaster down bot. So this is an interesting split we've got already. Just gonna be boring old, Gelibrium for Hermaios. He's got down bot the X-Despicer. Grabbing that font, and then two Mind Benders at the top. Double Aura, Catalyst build. Snooze fest compared to Elvesrule and his mighty Dreadwing. I'm assuming this is some kind of poison themed deck, right? Or like a knockback style. He does have Poison Cloud on the Dreadwing, and then I guess Leg Whip for dragging attack, perhaps, maybe. Pulling people through Poison Clouds. But Dreadwing walks into the font here, and I probably would have saved like 1 AP just so that he could double attack next turn if necessary. But then yeah, like it doesn't even get him out of attack range of these guys, so might as well just save that extra 1. Or maybe he didn't have enough because of Poison Cloud. Poison Cloud on Dreadwing makes him super expensive. 71 Nora really does not seem worth it for these stats, and I guess just Poison Cloud, that's crazy expensive for no reason. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about Dreadwing for the moment. I will try to contain my enthusiasm for shoebox runes, but Songmaster down bot. I mean, on this map, the right-hand side tends to become a standoff quite quickly. And I mean, in this situation, Hermaios has a stealth unit, so maybe we'll see some sneaky font grab. But I'm expecting Elvesrule to have a handle on that fairly easily. Elvesrule and Hermaios both quite good players in their own right. And I mean, in the late game, Hermaios is definitely favored just because Gelibrium are kind of nuts. They're racial late game. So we'll see if Elves can get a kill, well, can finish Hermaios off early on. Death Lily. Now, the new Death Lily, I'm kind of excited to see this thing back in play. For those of you who don't know, your history... Death Lily used to be incredibly strong because Flurry it basically didn't have all of these negatives that it has, and it still had Flurry, so Flurry makes all of your attacks cost exactly 1 AP. And having 1 AP attacks is quite strong. I'm just going to say it's busted. Aspect of Violence, the old Aspect of Violence probably needs no introduction, but Death Lily just had that for free, and I believe Tanglefoot, the tree from Kathir Forest, also had it. But I guess Elves is trying to break Death Lily now that it has Flurry once again. And I went with Logistics, I guess to avoid the drawback of Semi-Aquatic, since he doesn't seem to be running many other plants. What class are you? Rogue? Oh wait, is this Rogue? Oh, Dreadwing is a Rogue. Okay, so he's running double Dreadwing to get that +1 speed, that coveted +1 speed from Logistics. And I'm assuming Leg Whip is a Rogue as well. No, you're a Ranger. Okay. Well, double Dreadwing is an interesting choice, but dragging attack, of course, through Poison Clouds, I guess kind of makes it a linchpin piece. Like, for a deck that intends to abuse the Lily, it could prove to be pretty useful. And, mobility for running away. But, the right side here, still not much action going on, just Gelibrium Skycaller engaging. I guess Circadian Songmaster can't really retreat to the water in this case, because the Gelibrium are, of course, amphibious themselves. They belong to the seas, the 7 seas, and Overmind here for boost. Now, Mind Lock isn't going to be too useful versus any of Elvesrule's champions, but there's a lot of passive damage here. Like, Flurry is kind of countered by these Mind Benders because each attack will trigger Catalyst. I'm sure Elves is not looking forward to facing that. But maybe he can do some wacky dragging attack shenanigans, like pulling, because the Leg Whip has 1 to 3 range, but Death Lily has 1 to 4. So maybe if Maybe if he can like pull it out of Death Lily's range and abuse the 4 space, he won't take so much damage in return. It looks like Hermaios is going for an aggressive early contest, kind of abusing the fact that Death Lily has Skirmisher, one of its 3 incredibly annoying negative abilities: Pariah, Unequipable, and Skirmisher. It's crazy how many negatives you have to pack onto this thing to make Flurry even remotely usable on a champion. You could make the argument that Flurry is one of those abilities that really just shouldn't exist. It's been made before with Whirl of Blades on the Salaman Dervish, but of course it was brought back on the Sandstalker Dust Devil, so, you know, that argument goes out the window. But it was also the case with Flurry on Aspect of Violence. It no longer has its unique ability. I think the only aspect to ever lose its unique ability that costed charges. Now Aspect of Violence has nothing to do with charges. Now it just, I mean, it's still a super champ, but it super champs less. And a Hungry Mire. Ooh, okay, so we're going to see pull through Hungry Mire. And I'm sure Elves is kind of disappointed that Mud Elemental lost Hungry Mire, because he could no longer split with SP, and is forced to do so with Savage Tundra in this case. I'm wondering what the Savage Tundra, I guess Gale Force is the obvious one that Savage Tundra brings, but here he's not even caring about Catalyst. He just taken it to that Mindbender, and I'm sure it's going to go down here. Another attack. He's just working out how to do it most efficiently, but he took a little more damage than he had to from that Catalyst. Here the Rend will finish it off, saving him some HP, and of course Azurite is something to deal with, but taking that early kill will be more than worth the Font contest. So that's a nice Poison Cloud fending off the X-Despicer, although if I were Hermaios, I'd probably be putting that X-Despicer somewhere over here in the water, just so that it could maybe ambiguously contest this side of the map. And, ooh, an Ice Block. So he casts Summon Ice Block to fend off that second Mindbender, but it's not really going to do anything because Mindbender has 1 to 3 range. And, I mean, it can still hit the Dreadwing, but it actually prevents the aura of Mindbender from killing it. So Dreadwing will live to see another day. I guess he wasn't a fan of taking Escape on his Dreadwings, probably just to save a tiny bit of Nora, because these things are wicked expensive for no reason, as previously stated. But the Pacify here, providing the mobility, it allows the Sky Color to contest Elvesrule's Font again. So Hermaios is actually not playing for the late game, as I would have expected. He's going for the aggressive all-in plays. Maybe he's played against Elvesrule's deck before, and just wants to get out of this game with Death Lily in it. Hermaios seems like the type of player who would not enjoy the new Death Lily. But there's a Coral Creeper, and this thing could probably see some play in plants as well. I was actually thinking myself about building an FS plant deck with, you know, the new Lily, of course, and then, you know, the aspect of growth to buff everybody up. But Coral Creeper is some nice support, Noble Sacrifice for loyalty, and then Commander for all your jellies. And, you know, 50 HP is not too shabby either, but he seems a little bland. I don't know, maybe it's his stats that are increasing his cost, like inflating it, but he seems to have a little wiggle room design space-wise for something more interesting. Maybe like, I don't know, I don't play enough jellies to give an informed opinion here, but no, he looks like the kind of guy that would be like hallucinogenic, maybe? Or maybe like a burn DOT. Or some kind of mind locking shenanigans. Mind lock, or I don't know. Noetic mind. Make it a Furk. This guy clearly has face tentacles. See? Right along there. But Elvesrule here, going to try and win back his Fonts. Absorb might put a damper on things. He has to hit from melee with that Dreadwing if Songmaster wants to get a hit as well. Grant Tempo is also pretty nice. I'm assuming that's why he's running the Ice Block, both for knockback and also for giving Death Lily some easy AP, because Summon Ice Block is pretty cheap. It's like 20 Nora, so you can just throw it around and give an extra attack or 2 to Death Lily. And then you can blow up the Ice Block itself if you want for an additional 5 damage. But here comes the Soften. And Soften is another nice tool that FS doesn't traditionally have access to. You can use it in conjunction with Pygmy Hippo Stampede, and then just run down your opponent with the -3 defense. Here we're going to see some damage. Hermaios seems to be... I don't know, is this too aggressive? Like, I feel like this is way too aggressive. Like, he's throwing away his champs just to contest the fonts, but he's not gaining any ground from it. He lost the Mindbender as well as that Azurite, for not too much of a deficit on Elvesrule's part. And, I mean, here he's about to lose his Skycaller. Like, one hit from that Dreadwing, that vicious Dreadwing, and the Skycaller will be toast. X-Despicer here, he's actually further back than I assumed he'd be. I thought he'd be already up in the mix already, but he's just now making it into combat. But over here, Hermaios seems to be doing a lot better for himself. Killing that other Dreadwing, and a Soul Sphere? Ooh, he's running a Soul Sphere. There's a few few interesting runes in the game at the moment. So, I mean, that'll split damage evenly between all his champions. And Soul Sphere is probably one of my favorite Forgalar Swamp relics. I think it's really undervalued or underutilized in Forgalar Swamp meta when you can run Boghopper Shamans, just Divine Favor 3, everything back to full HP after the damage is split. Or you can run new Almsgiver with Balance and Divine Favor for global healing as well. And then you got stuff like Cleansing Mist and buffers that you can put down just to mitigate that split damage. But pop goes the Ice Block, and we'll see if Elvesrule can't take out that Mindbender somehow. Oh, if only he had a like spell presence for an erode or something. But I think for the moment he just kind of has to either give up the Fawn or contest with the Relic, because otherwise I think if he puts that Death Lily in, Hermaios will undoubtedly take advantage and kill it. Okay, well, he's going for the contest. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see if that strategy works out for him. But there's the Arctic Whale. Nice. I forgot. Completely slipped my mind that he is split with ST. So Soul Sphere gets popped instantly. And like I suspected, that Skycaller is not long for this world. Dreadwing, man. Dreadwings pulling their weight in the year of our Lord, 2024. So Elvesrule will recapture that font. Then I guess, I mean, he 2v1'd before, no reason why he can't do it again. X-Despicer's stealth may put a damper on things. But Dreadwing, assuming Dreadwing gets at least one attack, X-Despicer will not be able to rely on that. I think the most he could hope for at this point is maybe killing that Dreadwing somehow and forcing the Songmaster into an unfavorable 1v1. But with this, okay, so Elvesrule goes with the Sporgill. I wonder if Elvesrule is running any like plant synergy. I'm trying to think of any plants that have more relocation stuff. In FS? I mean, I can think of some poison plants, like the Poison Oak, maybe, for more Poison Cloud, but none with knockback off the top of my head. So yeah, here comes the Horn of Order onto Coral Creeper and popping that Lily. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. I probably would have conceded the font in this situation. It's good to keep, the pressure on versus jellies, but Death Lily at this point was kind of your ace in the hole, right? You need that thing alive, and Sporgill is not the greatest backup when you're already behind on fonts. But X-Despicer moves in. Yeah, he's in double hit range of that Dreadwing. I don't know if I'd put him there. But I mean, here the Songmaster is in position to maybe nab that font. Oh, there's the banner. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. I forgot to mention the Coordination Tower. I guess he used that to kill the Azurite in one turn with the Battle Master buff. But yeah, so Elvesrule is down a little bit there. If he can kill this Mindbender, he might be able to equalize later, but the Leg Whip can get off 2 hits. Let's see, evasives, 2 defense, but the combo attack Rend should be enough to finish that kill. Of course, that will put the Leg Whip in kind of a dangerous position with the drive, allowing the Overmind to double hit. And yeah, with the Noble Sacrifice buff from Loyalty, it does put the Overmind and the other jellies at quite a substantial amount of damage. That plus Commander buff, and then, drive from Horn of Order. That's a lot of DPS. So we'll see what Elvesrule does. Maybe he'll just spell spam. Maybe he'll just do like 3 Gale Forces to kill everything, right? And actually 1 Gale Force plus an attack from Leg Whip would be enough to kill, contest the font, and grab the globe. But then, I don't know, I don't think Leg Whip would survive the next turn in that case. Another Death Lily, maybe? Maybe we'll see another Death Lily, and then bottom font, he's still in a good place. I mean, he can... the X-Despicer has 62 HP, but that is a lot of damage on Elvesrule's part. And Everfrost Manacles, now there's some synergy there. Ooh, oh man, if only Death Lily didn't have Pariah, then you could do like a Soul Frost on Death Lily, and then and then generate like 50 Nora per turn. Now see, these are the kind of synergies that make you remember why Flurry was removed from the game in the first place. But it looks like Elvesrule is going for that kill. Ooh, a defensive... Okay, so now we got Ice Guard Bracers. And that's some nice synergy here with Dragging Attack. I'm really liking Elvesrule's deck. There's a lot of neat synergies here. Like just, you know, two-piece synergies between these champions that make it quite nice to see in action. Oh, the Jelly Racial leaves him at 1. Damn, that's actually kind of unlucky because now he loses the Leg Whip, and yeah, Boghopper Shaman comes in. He was already out of double hit range of the Overmind here, but yeah, I think that miscalculation probably cost him the game. So a little bit messy here. Hermaios is definitely a good enough player to capitalize on that. What is that? What is that? Twisted Emerald going down? Yeah, onto the Overmind. So I don't think that was necessary, but he did. I guess he wants to heal up his Mindbender a little bit. So yeah, Jelly Racial heals at the start of turn by 2 HP for every rune on cooldown. Now we can't see Elvesrule's rune doc, but we can assume that he must have had at least, I don't know, 10. No, maybe not that much. Like 6 to 8 runes on cooldown. And yeah, Hermaios does take the game there. So a little unfortunate for Elves, but I do want to upload that game anyway, just because I like his deck. So thanks to everyone for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.